Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me, though, you too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the ship.
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say. That should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that'd mean... you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence, and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now, and those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Dahnans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Hey, Hey, Alphen, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renan technology. It got me to Dana in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alphen, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alphen. It's just wrong, okay?
We'll be going to Lenegis soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? Before you came to Dana.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean, they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. Helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse. But then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right? It's that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Xion. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Dahnan victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars. We can do this. Together.
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegis.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dana even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Danan. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shionne?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair point.
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst. As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this Red Woman, are we expecting to find her on Lenegis?
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelegion.
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dana, we need to take it back at all costs.
That Red Woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shionne, we'll find them. There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this Red Woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shionne's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renins. The capital city where Shionne and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side?
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
So how many Renins actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
What in the world?
This being Renin territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Do?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the Wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danins poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danins among us should we keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
What could be so important it's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process? It's just... unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
You heard him. You don't have time to stop and chat. Let's move.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration, to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know. We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris? I believed he was on Dana.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Your lordship! Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time. Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home, is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renan, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said his Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Hold up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Dahnan. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made Sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that 2 Sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganath Haros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off-limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it! I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Dahnan city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Hey! What's got into Alvin and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do. I mean, they're sovereigns up on the Renan homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dana.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegis now. Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
Yes!
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
What?
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed. The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
Pardon me.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Haros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Dahnan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current Sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfrikt Milgras, the former Lord of Cyslodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfrikt whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming Sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the Sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, Sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelegion, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Corps existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move.
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still...
Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid. I'll hold on to that.
Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagin. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagin. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagin and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait. Don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Dahnans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shionne's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shionne. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch? Hey, look! We've got way more animals!
I never imagined Law would have a knack for husbandry.
Makes sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
I came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised.
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Oh! I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menencia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one. Its armor's too strong.
Be my guest!
Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Tempest Whirl!
Ready to go!
Annihilation!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Damn it! Shut him down!
Freaking does it! Freaking does it!
Eat this! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Now you see what I can do!
My deal? Do it!
Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Combat! Mission!
Dynamic supernova! Raging cascade!
We're not finished!
Freeze flare!
Double Demon Fang! That's a flame inside me! Yours to
Now!
be let free!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Here I go!
I'll shatter it into pieces!
Now! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Nothing gets by me!
Ignite!
That'll bring you down!
These ones can run
In a
straight
bind?
around us!
Here I come!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! I'm not...
Wind Astral Energy!
It's too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Dance in the wind!
Here I go!
Light Astral Energy!
Now you see what I can do!
Spear! Pierce Evil!
Shockwave Smash!
Radiant
Sword! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Here's a healing arc!
Not a chance!
Lightning Condensed!
Eternal Devastation! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Pierce through! I'm on it! Sonic Thrust!
Roll now!
Severing Wind! Start up! Lunar Rumble! You look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Out of our way!
Here I go! You picked the wrong fight! No further!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Ready to go! Smash you!
No escape!
Far enough!
Soaring level!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Double Demon Fang! You're mine! First strike! Try harder! My turn!
Raging Return!
Eternal Devastation! No escape! Time to let it rip! Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! No escape!
The flame bring you down.
Yearns to be let free! Eternal Devastation!
Now you see what I can do!
Take this! Lunar Rumble! Ignite!
Eagle time! Watch this!
Force Blast! Strike! Lunar Rumble!
Take this! You see what happened there as you crossed... Shouldn't have done that! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Radiant Pierce!
Dragon shout!
Leave the charge to me! Lunar Blast! I'm all
Talon hurricane! Ready and ready! Far enough! I can carve through armor!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Dragon shout!
Be let free!
Here, let me help!
There you are! Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Inspiration! I can do this all day! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Force Blast!
Strike! That's freaking good! Eat this!
You're mine!
Hurricane!
Prepare to be seen!
That'll bring you down!
Sharing the
I'm not done!
attack time!
Celestial Hammer!
In a bind?
Eternal Devastation!
Here's a healing arm!
Ready to go!
In here!
Awesome!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning!
Try harder! My turn!
I could do this all day!
Force Blast! Strike! Shockwave Slash!
In here!
Devastation!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
Here's a healing arc!
You're mine! River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
A hard-won victory.
An opponent like this should be easy. You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Lunar Corruption! You won't bow at night, then you leave me no choice!
Hold nothing back!
Finish without a trace!
And him!
Let me help.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the deal?
Eternal devastation!
Land our city!
Now, whirling trouble. Now, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Here's a healing art.
Now! You're mine!
Wind energy!
Can't get out of this! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Glacial spear. Here's
Soaring
healing.
light spear!
I never miss.
No escape! No escape!
Here, let me
Force
help.
flash!
Now,
River!
astral energy.
Say no more.
Here's a healing art.
No! You're mine! No escape! Eat this! Bombardment!
It's weakened.
This ends now! You! Fire support! Eternal devastation!
Do it. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Lightning. Downfall.
Here I come!
Now,
In the groove!
Hot
Eternal
steel.
devastation!
Not in your dreams.
No escape!
Far up.
Eternal devastation! Sword! This one's all mine!
Glacial spear. Here's
Double
evil.
demon fang! No further! Talon
Here's
hurricane!
further. Dohaline.
Light burst forth!
Radiant denizing.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Go no further.
Now you'll learn! Take this! Crush!
Here's a healing art.
A showdown from your blade and fist!
In here.
spirit!
By the power of water.
I have no limits! Double demon fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help. First aid.
Now you see what I can do!
Arctic waterfall. This one's long.
Not done yet! Rising Wyvern! I owe you
Tear
one.
you apart.
That's enough!
Where are you going? Weak now.
This one's mine!
I'll be saving this one. Flame of fury. Now.
In an instant! Impact block!
Here I go. The wind. And again. Here. A whirling
Eternal devastation! Double demon fang!
Dohaline. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Here goes!
A whirling struggle. Here's a
Anything in armor is all mine! I owe you one! Here I come!
I think I'll pass on the hand.
Soaring light spear! Smash you! Take this!
Purge malevolence.
Eat this!
Water corruption.
Pistol! Soaring light spear! Lunaronga!
Not on my watch.
All not done!
Here it is.
Burn in hell! You're mine!
Purge malevolence. Here, let me help.
Devastation!
In here.
Dragon
I'll be
demon
saving this one.
You're mine!
That freaking does it.
You're mine! Crush!
I can do this all day.
Double demon fang!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I'm on it! Now you see what I can do!
I'm on the hurricane.
Pistol! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing art. First aid!
Tear you apart!
Try harder! Not a chance!
In here!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here I come! I'm on a roll now!
Leave the sword to me!
Far enough! Eagle time! Now or never!
Lightning
Roll! Take this! Shadow! Watch it! Now you see what I can do!
A wild struggle spear! Here's the lightning! Here's the
My turn! No escape! Sword Blade Alpha!
I'm on a roll now!
Void Blast! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Go away!
Take it!
Laser spear!
I'm not
Here's
done!
evil!
Cross blade!
Freeze lancer!
Strike Light Spear!
Here's the healing art!
Watch this!
I owe you one! Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
This one's mine! First
Shuffling
aid!
Slash!
Witness tear!
My ass raging! I never miss!
I'll smash you!
In here!
You're mine!
Ready to go! Lightning
Prepare to be free!
Cascade! First aid!
I owe you one!
Far enough!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Flame! By the power of flame!
Eat this! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon sword!
Here's a healing art!
Eternal Devastation!
Big blast!
Seal!
That frickin' does it!
My turn!
Inspiration! Watch it!
By the power of flame!
Eternal Devastation!
I can do this all day! Shattering my pieces!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Don't push yourself too hard.
Forgive you!
I owe you one!
Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Radiant
You're
Pierce!
mine!
Now you see what I can do!
In here!
I'm not done! Eternal Devastation! No escape!
That's enough!
Take this! Double Demon Fang!
I'm in the groove!
I never miss!
Burn in hell!
No further!
Coming here's a healing art! First aid!
Try this! Infernal Torrent! Not kidding!
Watch this! Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Not kidding!
Here's a healing art!
Strike! Stunner! Void Blast! Slice!
These fists have got your name on them!
Soaring
Take
Rubber!
this!
By the power
Armor
of
won't save you!
Annihilation!
Everyone hanging in there?
be... Freeze! Get in, get out!
I'm going in!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shoot!
Burn in hell!
Eat this!
Dragon shout!
No
security! I'm not done!
Super Dragon shout! That freaking does it! Bastard!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Go time!
Release! Take this!
Coming here!
Demon Fang!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing arc.
My turn!
Dance in the wind.
Dragon
Burn
shout!
it.
Burn and take this! I'll finish you here now!
Can't get out of this!
Here's a healing arc. Do it. Go time. Do it. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
I can feel my power growing!
It'll be... Freeze! Get in, get out!
I see one, eh?
That freaking does it!
You think that shield will save you?
Now I'm real mad!
Talon Hurricane! Severing Wind!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Shattering the pieces! Eat this!
Not today!
That freaking does it!
Rising Water! Soaring Light Spear!
Celestial Hammer!
Watch this!
I never miss!
Far enough! In a bind? Oh, he's only... Hey! Blow them away!
Searing Flame!
Here's a healing arc! Coming through! Ha! No! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
Here,
Double
let me
Demon
have
Fang!
Confiscated!
Eat this!
Demon Fang!
Radiant
I can
Light!
carve through armor! You're now in the groove!
Reload!
Thunder Dragon!
Damn it!
That's
Out of
enough!
ammo!
Eagle Fire!
Thunder
Talon
Field!
Hurricane!
Raging Cascade!
Not today!
In here! I'll be
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The waters of creation
One more!
magic is
Rising
death!
Water! Soaring Light Spear!
Don't get careless.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imeris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dahna. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imeris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dahna's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to control noodles like that before.
How about with the stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Dougal, then we get some answers.
Hit a word!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Anything in order is all mine! Can't get out of this! I'm on it! I can carve through armor!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Just what
I'm on it! Not today! I'll tear you apart!
Where are you going?
Soaring right there!
Let me help.
Strike!
Confiscate!
Void Blast! Blossom! Shattering the pieces!
Lightning orb!
I'll smash you! Now I'm in the groove!
Mega Ray! The flame!
Almost there!
Here's a healing art! Raise your blade!
Soda! Rip and Void Blast! Take Bolero! Strike!
Lunar pollution! I'll be saving this one! By the power of
I'm on it! That's enough!
I could do without my pain.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Come on, anything in armor is all up! Can't get out of this! I'll tear you apart! Armor won't save you! Death! I'll finish you here and now!
Still got some fight left in me.
Death Blossom!
Reload!
Damn it!
Right in there! Let's go!
This one's mine! Purge malevolence! Arctic
Run it down!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Eat this!
Tear it down!
So fine not too long ago.
First aid!
Death Blossom! Sword Rain Alpha! It was nice while it lasted.
Seven Alpha! By the power of flame!
No further!
Come and get it! Rip and tear! Lightning! Downfall!
Do it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Take this!
Watch this!
Eternal devastation!
Talon Hurricane!
Double Demon
Water!
Fang!
Eagle Dive! Radiant Blood! Here's that!
I'm not
I'm on a roll now!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Not my finest! Stay away from my friend!
Graviton Field! Magna Red! I'm ready! The flames will roar! I never miss! In here! Super Swallow Dance! By the power of flame! Finish! Now break! More for the stockpile! Dragon Shell! More with that coherent shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Void Flash!
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil wind! In here! Nothing gets by me! More for the stockpile! Far enough! Here, let me help!
No further! I'm on it!
Swallow Blade!
Written! I'm
Double Demon
Fang!
Eat this!
Eternal devastation!
Eat this! Shattering of pieces! Attack time! Thunder Blade! Lightning! Level!
Void Blast!
Magic! Freeze Lantern! Dance in the wind! Here's flame!
Void Blast!
Finish without wind! First force! Storm! Cyclone! Explosion!
Stardust!
Burning Strike! Hurricane! That frickin' does it!
Try harder!
Here's a healing art!
It's too much!
Revelation!
It's go time!
I'll bring you back from depths of abyss! Dance in the... A new leaf on life! More for the stockpile!
Death Blossom!
Flare, I'm ready! Supernova! Ready to go! More where that came from!
Can't get out of this!
I'll bring you back from depths of abyss! Raging Storm! Resuscitation! Light Ash Lightning
Rip and tear!
Thunder!
I'm on it!
Finish without
Come and get it!
Shockwave Flash!
Thunder! Here's a healing art! Shield! First aid!
Try
Lightning
harder!
condemned!
My turn!
Confiscated!
Take this!
Lunar corruption!
Watch it! Inspiration!
Take!
You're mine!
Help!
Rising Light!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing art!
Inspiration! Now you see what I can do! Here comes something big!
You picked the wrong fight! Try harder! Now! Take this! I'm not done! You'll pay for that!
Benediction. Light.
Resuscitation!
Heal!
I've still got some fight left.
Being interrupted.
Gemini Aqua!
Prepare to be sealed!
Mega Ray!
Scream
Annihilation!
blood.
Mega! If it's in the
turn.
sky, it's mine!
Can't get out of anything in armor is all mine!
I'll bring you back
I'll
from depths
smash
of
you! Catapult!
Resuscitation! Here's a healing art!
me.
First aid!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll bring you back from
roll
depths of
now.
It's weakened!
You're on! This ends now!
Resuscitation!
Inspiration!
Here's a healing art!
I could do this all day!
Shockwave Flash!
Eat this! That freaking does
Ready.
it!
Lunar corruption!
Mud was flashing
Lunar
blue!
That freaking does it! Radiant here!
I could do this
By the
all
power
day!
of
Shockwave Flash! Infernal Torrent!
Rending you apart! Bloody holiday! Not my fight! I couldn't make it in time.
Freeze Lancer!
No!
One more!
And here!
No further.
House it! And again! You're mine! rain! Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Now it's just her! Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnagin, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almeidrea. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shionne's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the Thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent? Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shionne's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next completely prepared.
We've reached our destination.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch? I never thought about this until now, Alphen, but doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Backing down! Stardust! Force Flash!
Radiant
Shadow Dance!
Here goes! Radiant Spear!
Soaring Lumineer!
These things really get on my nerves. Glacial Spear!
Airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Flame inside me, yours!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
The flames will roar!
Take this! Eternal Dust! I'm not done!
Out of ammo!
Prepare to be seen!
A whirling
Shadow
storm!
Dance!
Denied! Winds of heaven!
I'm not done!
Eagle Assault!
With this, I can become even stronger.
This cavern is surprisingly big. Not to mention nice and cool, too.
The way the light from the glowing stones reflects in the water, it almost feels like a dream.
What, this damp and slimy place? Are we looking at the same thing?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Eat them!
Radiant Shield! Not in your dreams! Here's
That
a
fuck
healing arc!
is driving me mad!
Shadow Demon Time!
Flying
Freak!
What
They just sit still!
Sia, can you take care of him?
Now you
No
see what I
sooner
can
said
do!
than done.
Burn! I'm on
Here, let me help.
I'll be saving this one.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
no further!
Shut him down!
I'm ready.
Eternal devastation!
Is this it?
Don't give up. Lightning condemned.
Dust to dust! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll bring you back from
Dragon
death
Shadow!
to
Heal force. Here goes.
I'll bring you back from death to bit.
Nothing gets by me! Denied!
Resuscitation.
Glacial spear.
Radiant sword.
Not done yet! Inspiration!
Thunder field.
Eternal devastation!
Magic is
Take it!
everything.
No! I won't give in! Not my fighter!
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death to bit.
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I'll bring you back from death
No.
to bit.
Thunder field.
Prepare to be
Raging
sealed!
cascade. Fresh. Here's a hero. Magic is in. Freeze Lancer. Dance in the wind. One more. Field. Morph.
There's always room for improvement. It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Come on! I'm not done! The flame inside me yearns to be...
Insects should stay on the ground.
Soaring light spear!
We got flyers!
I've got
Armor won't save you! I'm not done! Denied!
All yours!
Glimmer dragon!
Do it!
Kisara!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Eternal devastation!
I never miss.
I'm not done! Glimmer dragon!
Lunar corruption.
Do it!
Air power. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Here's a healing arc.
Tectonic force!
Now,
Shut
get toasty.
Bird strike!
Seems about right to me.
No holding back.
He's kicked! You picked the wrong fight!
Hit. Lightning condemned.
I'm not
This
done!
one's mine.
Double demon fang! I'm not done! Burn! Storm!
Here, let me help.
Double demon fang!
First aid. Lightning raging
Glacial
cascade.
spear.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc. Hit. Lightning condemned.
Now or never. What is this? Hey, you okay? I can still do this. Double demon fang! Crush!
Shining.
No more playing nice.
Take it!
Now you see what I can do. Now I'm in the
To the
groove.
wind. Air thrust. We're flying. Finish without a trace. Winds of steering pressure. And that's my will.
Hurricane thrust!
Flare tornado.
Here's a healing art! Raging Storm! More with that
Double Demon Fang!
Celestial Hunter!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Here, let me help!
You're finished! Talon Storm! Double Demon Fang! Try harder! My turn! Ripid Tear! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang!
More for the next flame!
Now we're not... Eat this!
Here, let me help! Now!
Here I come! Look sharp! Lightning Thunder Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I can carve through armor! Here I come! Lunar Rondo!
Go!
Stardust! Force Flight!
Here goes!
I'm not done!
One more! A
Soaring Light Spear! Super Swallow Dance!
Winds of
You're
heaven!
mine!
First force! By the power of flame!
Swallow Dance! Voice Flight!
Cyclone! This one's mine! Dance in the
Eat
wind!
dirt!
Now I'm
No further!
Air
Here I
dust!
come!
And a storm wind! One more! Field!
Here I come!
Lightning to death! Annihilation!
Eternal Devastation!
Finish without a trace!
Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Not a chance! Crush!
Raging Cascade!
Soaring Light Spear! I'm not done! Void Blast! Do it! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Thunder Blade!
Let me help!
Now! Kick it!
Waterfall!
Soaring Light Spear!
Leave the charge! Eagle Assault! Freeze Lancer!
We managed to pull through.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Sure, to be left free!
Flame!
Burn in hell!
Reload! Sleep now! First aid! Photon
Take this! I'm on it!
More with that!
Eternal Devastation!
Whirlwind
Double
Reload!
Demon Fang! That freaking does it! Eat this!
Here, let me help!
Rip and tear!
This one's mine!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Here, let me help!
First
aid! Waterfall!
Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang! Stay away from my friends!
I let you all down.
Glacial Shield! Here's the evil!
Now
Bring you back from Death's Abyss!
This one's all mine! Ignite! Try harder! You're mine!
Lunar Corruption!
Try harder! My turn!
Won't lose! I'll bring you back from
Soaring Light! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! Here I come! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation!
Eagle Fly!
Double Demon Fang!
Natural energy!
You're mine! My turn! You're mine! I'll smash you! Strike! No escape!
Charge Bloodless!
Double Demon Fang!
I can't hear you forever!
Escape!
In the wind!
Strike!
Sleep now!
Crush!
Lunar I'll
Do it!
here! Very well! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I need to be stronger. We should be able to cook here. Alphen, do you understand what's on the line here?
What?
The fish, Alphen. With all these Zeugles around, nobody can give them a good home. Namely, my stomach.
Shion, we can't rush this. If there's a big-time Zeugle waiting for us, we've got to be prepared.
You've got a point.
We can't let some dumb Zeugle beat us. Not with these fish at stake.
I'm pretty sure we're all in it to win it here. Shion, about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
No, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
What? Hey guys, I don't see any of our food anywhere.
What?
I know! The bag we kept it all in has vanished! Some Zeugles must have gotten in behind us and swiped the whole thing while we were fighting.
What?
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
This affects you too, you know! We lost all our food, including all those sweets you love so frickin' much!
What? How could this happen? Those sweets are the highlight of my day! Oh, so hungry.
Hunger is like that. The moment you know there's nothing you can do about it, it becomes that much more unbearable.
Whoever did this, I swear I'm gonna make them pay for stealing our supplies.
All that's left now is this one lonesome apple.
Law?
What? Hey, don't look at me like that. I picked this apple myself. I'm not just gonna...
Food. Hand it over.
Stay away!
Hey, I'm back. Huh? What the heck happened here?
Only a poignant reminder of how dangerous a food shortage can be in a collective. A serious problem indeed. And one we should all be mindful of.
I see. Does it have anything to do with why you're holding our food supply bag behind your back?
Good. This came out just the way I hoped. Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? Another fine day for journeying, huh?
Tell me, do you ever find yourself tiring of the vagabond existence?
It's better than being enslaved, that's for sure. I get to pick my own destination, for starters. You don't get those luxuries as a slave.
Shackle a man's feet, and you put a clamp on his heart as well.
Then there was the food. Gross slop that left you in a permanent state of hunger. Ugh, you wouldn't believe the things I ate to keep from starving. What about you? This must all sound pretty alien to someone who used to be a lord.
Is that a hint of interest in my past I detect?
I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, certainly starvation was never a concern I had to contend with. The day-to-day grind was largely taken care of for me. I even had help getting in and out of clothes. All that was required of me was standing still while looking solemn.
That's quite the downgrade you've made. It's a wonder you don't sound more bitter.
This might surprise you, but I actually don't find our current situation all that disagreeable. My own hardships paled in comparison to yours, granted. But life as a lord came laden with its own restrictions. Forgive me. Such complaints must sound like feeble extravagances to a Dahnan.
True, Renan opulence doesn't feature high on my sympathy list. Then again, yours isn't exactly a normal case.
I suppose it's not. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder how much easier life would have been without the trappings of nobility.
You really mean that?
Pay me no heed. Not but the ramblings of a privileged eccentric. Whatever my past, it has led to my being here. That is all the reality I need concern myself with. I suppose we should call it a day. Shall we get moving?
Yikes! Don't make eye contact with it!
So this
is the one who polluted the park!
Consider this payback for all those fish!
Soaring lightning!
Get him where it hurts most!
It's too much! This one's all mine!
The enemy real parts too.
You'll soon see about that. It's raining blobs of slime. Gross!
I'll take out as many as I can.
Death Blossom!
Radiant love here!
Talon Hurricane! You should have messed with me! Oh, you are gonna pay for that! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
No! My finest.
And again, searing tempest! I may have bit off more than I could chew. Explode! Take it! How's this? Glacier!
Nothing gets...
I won't give up!
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
We've reached our destination.
Are we underground? This looks like the inside of some kind of ancient structure.
It seems likely that we're in a Danan temple, instead of destroyed. It must have been buried and preserved. Either that, or it was constructed underground to begin with.
Careful! We've got company!
What the? Are those statues moving?
And attacking!
You picked the wrong fighter!
Now you see what I can. I'll finish you here and now!
Crush!
Dust to dust!
Double demon
This one's
sword!
mine!
Crush!
Evil! A whirling
Double demon fang!
Far enough! In a vine?
You're mine! Double demon fang!
air thrust! Light astral energy!
Swordland alpha!
Purge malevolence!
Strike!
Update waterfall!
Soaring light spear! Double demon fang! Eat dirt!
All disasters made one!
Swordland alpha!
Security!
Crush!
Nail thrust! I can do it all day! Lunar corruption!
Take this! I'm not...
Dance in the wind!
Do it! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Hold it together!
Talons
Do it all again!
Blue escape!
Armor won't save you!
I'm out of ammo! Thanks so much!
Crush!
Rage activated! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Here's a healing arc! Shining
Force flash!
This one's mine! Update waterfall!
Denied! In a vine?
The flaming fire is yours to be let free!
Lightning condemned!
I'll finish you here and now! Eagle Fly!
Here!
Here I come!
I'm out of ammo!
Double demon fang! Swordland alpha!
Raging sword!
Take this!
let me help.
Void flash!
First aid!
You're on a roll now!
Soaring light
Now!
spear!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Nonsense! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Eternal devastation! Double demon fang!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
What the hell was all that about? Those things didn't even look alive, let alone like Zubis.
They were part of these ruins, but it seems the astral energy changed them somehow. If I had to guess, I'd say there's something bigger lurking within that wants us gone from this place.
Whoever or whatever it is must really value its privacy.
You're finished!
Eagle fly!
Take this! Double demon fang! Eternal devastation!
That'll bring you down!
I'm not done! Ignite!
By the
Force
power
flash!
of flame!
Here I come!
Without a trace!
Soaring light spear! No escape! Stardust!
Lightning!
I'm not done!
Not in your dream! I'm out of ammo!
I'll smash you!
Back into the
Far
astral
enough.
energy!
In a vine?
Lightning condemnation!
Hit Tom!
Burning strike!
Glacial Fury!
Now! Here's evil!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Not a chance!
Here's a healing arc!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Let me help!
Here I come! I owe you one!
Ribbon tear!
You're mine!
Eagle
Crush! Thrust!
Eagle Fly!
Out of it, back into the fray!
Crush!
Cyclone!
Eternal devastation!
Armor won't save you!
Winds of
Burn in hell!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Dance in the wind!
Not a chance!
Air corruption!
Crush! Swordland alpha! Double demon fang! You're mine!
Strike! Dance in the wind! Here's
Try harder! Now! Take this! Double Demon Fang! No escape! Do it! Front! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! It's time! Crush! Void Blast! Take this! Tornado! Soaring Right Spear!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! My turn!
Lunar Correction! Target Shell!
Shattering Double Demon Fang!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
All good things come to an end.
Glacial
The
Spear!
flame
Pierce
inside me
evil!
yearns to be let free!
Raging
Double Demon Fang! Internal devastation! I'll smash you! All good! Here and
Not
now!
on my watch!
Double Demon Fang!
Raging
Sword Rain
Cascade!
Alpha! Far enough!
Now I'm in the groove.
You picked the wrong fight!
In a bind?
Burning!
Freeze
Lancer!
Double Demon! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing arc!
I'm on your mind!
Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Eagle Assault!
Sweet now!
Double Demon
I'll
Fang!
be
Bring
this
it
time.
here!
I never miss!
Eagle Assault!
Anything in order!
I'll smash you!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Radiant Light!
Not a chance!
Here!
I'm not
Radiant
done!
Storm!
Crush! Hurricane!
Here!
Glimmer Dragon! Voice Blast! Take this! Eagle Assault! Soaring Right Spear! Front! It's over! It's on! Voice Blast! Soaring Right Spear! Not today! Talon Hurricane! Eagle Dive! Here I come! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang!
Nothing gets by me!
Talon Hurricane! Double Demon Fang!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! It's time! Take this!
Here goes!
I owe you one.
Air, not on my watch!
Come up!
Armor won't save you. Far enough.
This? What's the lightning condemned?
Storm!
Thunderblade!
Strike! Talon Hurricane!
Here!
Crush!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
All disasters
Rolling
may one!
Force Blast! You're mine! I'm not done!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
All good things come to an end. Ready and raring.
Prepare to be sealed!
Nothing gets by me!
You're mine!
Here! Flame of Fury!
Burn it!
Hurricane!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Not today!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You should have messed with me.
Here goes! This one's mine!
Far enough!
Can't get out of this.
Crush!
Into the fray!
I can carve through armor.
Not on my watch!
Eat this.
Here I come!
That's enough.
Lightning
I'll
Condemned!
finish you here and now. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here, let me help!
Tectonic
Wait,
Blast!
I'm... Sorry! Here!
Oh, you are gonna pay for
Bring me
that.
back from death to
Glimmer
this!
Dragon! Eagle Assault! Double Demon Fang!
Here's a healing arc!
Big Blast! Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang! Try harder!
Now you see what I can do.
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Talon Hurricane. Eagle Dive.
Thanks so much!
Do it! Take this!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Dragon Shell!
Eagle Assault.
Sword Rain
Ready to go.
Super Sword! Double demon! This one's all mine! No further! No escape! Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Swallow Sword Rain Alpha! Double demon fang!
Now! Reload! Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Searing
No!
flame!
You're mine!
Reload! Raging fire! Arc field! Vanish without a do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lightning
Dragon
condemned!
Shell!
Thunderbolt! Lightning! Hear me!
Flash out!
Glimmer
Here I
Blade!
come! You picked the wrong fight!
Now you see what I can do!
Freeze Lantern! Here's a healing art!
I'll tear you
Raging
apart!
Slice! Here I come!
All good things come to an end.
No escape!
Here, let me help!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
First aid!
Void Flash!
I could do this all day!
Ready to go!
Stardust!
Denied!
The earth throbs in pain.
Stardust! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Void Flash!
It's showtime!
Slice!
Now you see what I can do!
Stardust! Burn in hell!
Lightning!
Here I come!
Downpour!
Sword!
Laserblade!
You're mine!
Or for this one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash!
Let the marksman handle this! The ancient Daemons must have built it to honor the strength of the astral energy that runs through here.
But if that's the case, what does it have to do with that face we saw above ground?
Without further research, I wouldn't be able to say.
You're mine! Eternal devastation! It's over! Sword Rain Alpha! First strike! You're mine! Eternal devastation! Here I come! Strike! Double demon fang! Strike! Eternal devastation! Double demon fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Talent! I'll finish you here!
It's time! I owe you one! Crush!
I can carve through armor!
Lightning orb! First aid!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
You'll pay for that! Ignite!
I'll bring you back from death to death!
Not good! Crush!
No! I won't give in!
No escape! Try harder! Now! Sword Rain Alpha!
Dragon Shell! Raging Eruption!
Eternal devastation!
Now in the group!
Void Flash!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Grimmer Threat!
Eternal devastation! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll smash you!
Eat this!
It was nice while it lasted.
Here, let me help!
Void Flash! Take this!
Eagle Fly!
Stardust!
I'm on it!
Ready to go!
Eagle Fly!
Far enough!
First force! First aid!
Sword Rain Alpha! Double demon fang!
Prepare to be free!
This one's mine!
Watch this! Take this!
Freeze Laser!
Crush!
Gemini Aqua!
Double demon ball! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hear me! Flame
Not
of
a
Death!
chance!
Super
Sword Rain Alpha!
Confiscated!
Not done!
Neon Astral Energy! Full throttle! Raging
Not a
Hurricane!
chance!
Here's a healing
Eternal
art!
devastation!
Anything in armor is all
Roaring struggle! Winds of
This
heaven
one's
with a
all
burst
mine.
of water!
Void Flash!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Annihilation!
Just to dust! Now I'm in the groove!
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
Sleep now.
I'll tear you apart! Stardust! Strike!
Steel force!
I can carve through walls! Light spear!
Raging cascade! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Leave the chargers to me!
The earth
All
throbs
good
in
things
pain.
come to an end.
Eat dirt! Here goes! A whirling struggle.
Anything in order.
Double Demon Fang! Sword Rain Alpha!
Freaking does it!
Glacial Steel. Here's evil.
You're finished!
I never miss.
Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Take this!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I can carve through. What's this?
Eat dirt!
Far enough! Take this!
Raging confiscated.
Here I come!
Tear!
Raging
What's this?
I'm not done!
Glacial Steel.
Fortify! Take this!
Winds of heaven. Here's a healing art.
Slice! Voice Flash! It's done!
That's enough!
More where that came from.
Soaring Light
Here's a
Spear!
healing art. Raging cascade. Winds in the wind. I don't even know the word defeat. A whirling struggle.
Eternal Devastation!
Winds of heaven.
Smash you!
Not today!
Steel.
Take this!
Lord
Double Demon Fang!
Explosion. Eagle side. Burning.
Eternal Devastation!
Do it. Keep our frozen.
Hammer!
I'll bring you back to the Shining Eagle Cloud.
Here I come!
Here's a healing art.
Far enough!
First
Can't
aid.
get out of this!
In here. This one's mine.
Eternal
Where are
Devastation!
you going?
Take this!
Lightning orb. I'm taking too much damage. Here goes.
Take this! Sword of the Flame of Light is yours to be let free!
Not on my watch. A whirling struggle.
Demon Fang!
Winds of heaven. Here's a healing art.
Now you see what I can do!
In here. Do it. Get toasty.
Bird strike!
Here, let me help.
I'm on it!
Thunder blade. Where was that came from?
I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Do it. Struggle. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Here, let me help. First aid. Thanks so much.
Leave the chargers to me!
All good things come to an end.
Light astral energy.
Take this!
Into the shadows.
Is this it?
Don't give up. No more playing nice. Radiant. Air thrust. Photon blast. Raging cascade.
Explosion!
A whirling struggle. Glacial spear. Winds of heaven.
First strike!
Ready.
Armor won't save you!
I'll be saving this one. That'll bring you down.
Watch this!
Tempest Sword. I'll bring you back from death to this.
First strike!
Denied. Here, let
Take
me help.
this!
First aid. Raging cascade.
Death Rod!
Here I come!
Not on my watch.
Dust to dust!
Here I come!
Here's a
I'm
healing
just getting started!
First aid.
Lost my focus! Felt fine not too long ago.
I'm not done!
Burning.
Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang! The flame inside is yours to be let
can
free!
carve through
Eternal
walls.
Devastation! Here I come!
Now I'm in the groove!
Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang!
Swallow death!
Here's a healing
Eternal
art.
Devastation!
First aid.
You're mine!
me!
Where are you going?
Eternal devastation!
Here's a healing arc!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang!
Anything in order to burn up! Now you see what I can do!
Not in your dreams!
Sword Rain Alpha! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! Not a chance!
I'm on! Watch this! Can't get out of this!
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm just getting crushed!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Void Blast! Not today!
Now I'm real mad!
You're mine! Double Demon Fang! Crush!
It was anything in
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Blow away! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Searing flame! Reload!
Super swallow dance!
Strike!
Talon storm!
Here I come!
Armor won't save you!
No escape!
Lunar blast!
Soaring Light Spear!
I'm on a roll now!
Soda!
Thunder mark!
Strike!
Sword!
This one's mine!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Blow away!
Burn!
Far enough! Lunar corruption!
No escape!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Now or never. I lost my focus.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Different.
Stay sharp. It looks like we've got trouble.
Yeah, we can tell.
Here it comes.
We've got orbs incoming.
It must have summoned them.
The last thing we need is a crowd. Let's dispatch them quickly.
Armor won't save you.
Vanish without a trace.
Here I come.
Watch this.
Far enough.
Here I go.
Now I'm in trouble.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
I'll be
Raging flame!
Swallow dance!
No further!
Watch this!
Strike! Take this!
I've let you all down.
Stay away from my friends!
I'll be saving
One's
this
mine.
one. I'll bring you back.
Eternal devastation!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
This should do it!
Bring you back from death's abyss.
Resuscitation!
Crush!
Field!
Try harder!
One!
Not a chance!
Raging cascade!
Tectonic! Here I come!
Big blast! I can handle it.
Lightning
Void
raging
blast!
cascade!
Inspiration! I could do this all day. Take
You picked the wrong spot!
Here's evil!
You require a hand.
Void blast!
I could do this all day.
Here we go again!
Searing flame!
Luna Rondo!
Lost! You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Let me help.
No further!
First air!
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss. Photon shot! Don't give up! Lunar corruption!
You're mine!
By the
No paper!
I'm ready!
Swallow dance!
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Spirit flame! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! That'll bring you down!
Now you see what I can do!
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss!
I can do this all day! I'm not gonna let you all down! This one's all mine!
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss!
Burn!
This can't be happening!
You'll pay for that! I'm on it! Radiant light! Imbue this vanquished soul with my resuscitation! Grant me the strength to march on! Lionheart!
Spirit flame! Reload!
No odds of being interrupted!
Resuscitation! Here's a healing arc!
Catapult!
First aid!
I'm on track! Void Flash!
Talon Hurricane!
You're mine! Glimmer Void Flash! I'm just Soaring Light Spear!
Our attacks just bounce off!
We may have to wait for now.
Burn! Can you take it?
I'll bring you back from
Void
Death's
Flash!
abyss!
Breath of life! Heal my weary companion! Soda! Here I come! No pain for that! First strike! Blazing Flame! Swallow! Watch it! Not my finest! Double Demon Fang! This should do it!
What was I thinking?
Double Demon Fang!
Explosion!
Crush!
Burning I'll bring you back from Death's abyss! Resuscitation! Here's a healing arc!
Take this!
Aid!
Not my finest!
I never miss! I'll
This
bring you
one's
back
all
from
mine.
Death's abyss! Resuscitation! You're dead! By the power of flame! I'll bring you back from Death's abyss!
You picked the wrong fight!
Resuscitation! Lunar corruption!
Talon Storm!
Gemini Storm! I won't give up!
I couldn't make it in time.
I can do this all day! Not my finest!
Force
of regeneration! Regenerate! I owe you one.
Can't be happening!
Ruined! I owe you one. Resuscitation!
Forgive me.
They'll pay for that! Here I come! Swallow dance! Thank
Ready to go!
I'll lay you all down.
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss!
There!
Resuscitation!
Try harder!
Here's a healing
Now!
arc!
Here I come! Try harder! Not a chance!
Here, let me help!
I owe you one.
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss!
Talon Hurricane!
let you all down.
This one's all mine!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Soda!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Strike!
Not done yet!
This! Here! Blazing flame!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dance! Double demon fang!
Resuscitation!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Take Glimmer Blade!
Eternal devastation!
Penumbra!
Dragon
Where are you
Shell!
going? I'm just getting
Take
started!
this! Try harder! Not a
Here
chance!
we go! Brutality!
Storm! I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! First strike! That's enough! I'm ready! It's time! Sword Rain Alpha! No further! Moon Escape!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here comes something bigger.
New plan. Let's destroy this thing first.
What the?
Forgive me.
You picked the wrong fight.
Now you see what I can do!
You this vanquished
soul with life!
Talon Hurricane! Soda!
I've let you all down.
Now! Is this it?
What was I thinking? How's this?
I've used too much.
We've reached our destination.
Ah, Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people. Does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
you! There! Lunar Blast! I don't even know the word defeat. Think again! Searing Tempest! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire! Pathetic! Searing Tempest! Enact thy will! This one's mine! Where are you going? Lunar Blast! Into the shadows! Think again! Pathetic! Here's a healing art! First... Here I go! How's this? Searing Tempest! Enact thy will! If it's in the sky, it's mine! I won't lose! Here, let me help. Searing Tempest, enact thy will! It's over! Annihilation! Gravitas Field! I never miss! This is it! Take it! How's this? Sighted! Burning Strike! Searing Tempest, enact thy will! Flare Tornado! One more! Miasma! Decay! Explode! Glacier, crush all! Glacier, crush all! Damn it! Out of ammo! Searing Tempest, enact thy will! Flare Tornado! Think again! Pathetic! Primed and ready! Where are you going? Got you! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike! Think again! No, primed and ready! Glacier! Miasma! Explode! That'll bring you down! Sighted! Glacier! Back into the fray! Annihilation! One more! And again! Burning Strike! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire! No, primed and ready! There! Explode! Burning Strike! Here's a healing art! Here's a healing art! Here, let me help! This can't be happening!
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Crumble! Death Blossom! Bet that shell's hiding some...
getting tasty. Crumble! First... Death! Watch this! Armor won't save you! Death Blossom! Pierce through! Here it comes! Now I'm in the groove! Blazing Flame! You're wide open! I'm on it! Death Blossom! Talon Hurricane! Dragon... Take this! How's this? Eat this! Talon Hurricane! I'm on it! You're done! Dragon Shout! Crumble! Crumble! Talon Hurricane! Death Blossom! Take this! Talon Hurricane! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Eat this! I can carve through armor! Raising Flame! Raising Flame! I'll finish you here and now! Pierce through! First strike! Talon Hurricane! I'm on it! I lost my focus! Death Blossom! Death Blossom! Tectonic Punch! Dragon Shell! I'm just getting started! Crumble! That frickin' does it! Blazing Flame! Ready and raring! Eat this! That's enough! First strike! Eat this! Almost! Two! Now I'm in the groove! Eagle Dive! Glimmer Dragon! Eagle Dive! Now I'm in... Eat this! Dragon Shout! Crumble! Crumble! Now I'm in the groove! Death Blossom! Two shattering of pieces! Attack time! Dragon Shout! I'm on a roll now! Pierce through! Eat this! Death Blossom! Rip and tear! First strike! Talon Hurricane! Dust to dust! Death Blossom! First strike! No, I won't give in! Talon Hurricane! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Glimmer Dragon! Eat this! Glimmer Dragon! I'll finish you here and now! Anything in armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do!
Watch this! Dragon Shout! First strike! Raging Flame! First strike! Death Blossom! Anything in armor is all mine! I'll smash you! Eat this! Talon Hurricane! All good things come to an end. Glimmer Dragon! I'm on it! Death! Watch this! Talon Hurricane! Death Blossom! Another one down! It's go time! Armor won't save! I'm just getting started! Dragon Shout! Glimmer Dragon! Talon Hurricane! Eagle's Eye! It was nice while it lasted. Knock it into next week! Crumble!